Okay, I made a mistake in trying to go to the government to have them do a study on the burn pit victims. So it's never going to happen, I don't think. What we can do is our own sort of word-of-mouth study. Now, if you are a burn pit victim or know anyone it is, I would like to have something just tried. Very simple, over-the-counter stuff. Nothing, no special fancy stuff at all. And I'm not a doctor. I can't tell you to do anything or not to do anything. But I have been researching bacteria and probiotics very, very deeply for years now. And I have found that probiotics will basically help in almost any issue whatsoever of health, because bacteria is what probiotics are, and good bacteria make enzymes. Enzymes make the chemistry that makes your body immune. All right, what it does is it makes mucus and it makes enzymes and catalysts, which are the things that break down food so that you can digest them. They create toxic chemistry, literally, that kills invaders. That's what immunity is. That's what your immune system is. All right, where that immune system lives is in what's called the interstitium, which is the membrane layer between your skin and inside. So there's a membrane layer full of bacteria, and the bacteria is delivered from your gut. Everything transitions in the gut, in the microbiome, and then it sends it out. Once it sends it out to your skin and so forth, because they have little flagella on it, it's right through a fluid-filled highway, they call it, and it goes fast, very quickly. I mean, literally within a couple of minutes, it's delivered. Now, what happens to burn pit victims? Their skin and all the bacteria that's living in those areas is being assaulted by those really nasty chemicals and toxins, and it's continuous. Not only on the surface of your body and the outside, you're inhaling them and bringing them onto the inside, because the inside is nothing but skin turned inside out, and that has a very sophisticated membrane layer. I did a video on this the other day. Now, here's what I'm going to ask you to do. Okay, my friends, I just saw this, and I have some very important information to pass on about burn pits and how the diseases that they create progress. And I think there may be a way to mitigate a lot of these illnesses. Not only just help the people by giving them money, I'm talking about healing them. Now let me show you something. Now Marco Rubio and the senators are all getting ready to vote on this, and they should do a study. And this is all I'm asking for, is a study, and if it works out, everybody makes out better. Okay, the list of conditions caused by a failing immune system, and this is what happens. All of the bacteria that was protecting you are being killed by these toxins. And then once the bacteria is dead in these layers, which are called membranes, they penetrate right through your membranes, and then you're under attack. And the list is long. Virtually everything that can happen to you can happen as a result of destroying the good bacteria in you. So how do you fix this? How do you fix the good bacteria? All right, this is extremely simple. The microbiota is where all that bacteria lives, inside of you and right under your skin. There's two ways to repopulate it. There's what they call a fecal microbiota transplant, or there's probiotics. Probiotics, you just take a couple of pills here and there, that's it. And you take it like 2 or 3 times a day. Fecal transplant is a different thing, but once you're done, you're done. The government regulates this transplant, but this is the way to do it. However, we will get either a good or no result at all by the probiotics. And I can tell you what, if you don't get any result at all, I'll be very, very surprised. I need somebody to administrate this study. I can't do it, but I'm going to put this video up, and somebody's got to respond and say, okay, I'll handle the data and so forth. We can all react and comment on my channel right here, and I will keep updating this a little bit here and a little bit there, but I'm flat out on a lot of things, and I am not in this at all. I have no horse in this race, so I can't stand up and scream. All I can do is say, here's what you should do if you want to help yourself, and I want to help everybody if I can help them. And I think you can help yourself. And then I don't think they either just don't understand or they don't. I can't believe by this point in time they don't understand how beneficial this probiotic is and how beneficial the fecal transplant is. Every bit of the data points to it, 100%. Now, this is all we need is you start out with the date you're starting, the issues you have, and the severity on a 1 to 10 or however you want to do it. Probiotics, are you taking them now, yes or no? And you got to take good ones. You can't, and I'm not going to recommend any special ones, but you got to get a lot of different strains. Lactobacillus, very, very important. Anyway. And then you start, what was the start date you started taking them? And every 7, 14, 21, 28 days, you evaluate. Is there anything happened? Do I feel any different? Is my skin clearing up? Is my cough going better? Whatever it is. And then 3 months, you make a conclusion on the results. Have you gained anything or lost anything by doing this? Now, here's the people that were in this. These are all the big shots that are involved in this issue of the burn pits. So you want to contact them? Here they are. Contact them. All right. And this is Chairwoman Gillibrand, Ranking Member Tillis, and members of the subcommittee. Thank you for inviting the Department of Defense to provide testimony. This was about the testimony and the hazards of open burn pits. And they want discussions. Says we have opportunity to discuss. Let's discuss. All right, let's discuss. Let's see if we can cure these people before just deciding, well, we'll just give them an extra $100 a month or something. I mean, it's crazy. Let's see if we can get them back in condition first, and then we can make some very, very wise decisions about how this should be handled. I can tell you one thing right now. People that have these issues from these burn pits and their microbiomes are damaged severely, they're not going to get better unless they do one of two things. They completely flush their system with probiotics, and then, or they have fecal transplants. Fecal transplants is the way to go. And the government should be paying them for this. They shouldn't have to do this on their own. Things are not cheap these days, and this is not the worst expense you could have. These are over-the-counter things, but everything's costly now. And these people are ill to begin with. They're having a hard time just getting by. All right, it's time to work on this.